What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the madness here, which is the STI build. It is a beautiful day outside. Well, somewhat beautiful. It's like in the 60s or so. It is officially hoodie weather, even though like it's probably about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, if not a little bit later than that. Was in the house waiting for it to warm up just a little bit so that I can actually come out here, start doing some stuff, because I kind of need to get this STI. Well, I want to get this STI done. For those of you in the know, excuse me. So I'll let you know what's going on. So if you guys have seen, well, you guys have seen the inside of my garage. So this is how it's looking here. So I have 2 bays, 2 garage doors, right? So my issue is that I have 1 bay with my garage, low rise garage door, or whatever you want to call it. I have no idea, but my lift is in that bay. So the issue is that whenever I have something in that that garage, in that side of the garage, and I have something in the air, I'd like to keep the garage door open. And as of right now, with the way that the garage track is with, in here, I can't exactly do that. So I had a guy come out, gave me an estimate on what I need to do to get a high lift. It's a high lift garage door track, or whatever you want to call it. I have no idea, but I guess that's what it's called. And I'm going to be doing that within the next a couple weeks or so, week or two, something like that. I have no idea. Just like anything else, COVID has messed everything kind of up. So manufacturing is a little bit behind on getting their stuff together. But that is not the purpose of this video. But I do need to get the STI done so that they can actually get in here, do whatever they need to do, because they can't exactly do their job with this car in here. So I got to get this done. So I don't have a lot today. What I do have is a couple things on the stand over here. So I got 2 boxes. So I have a couple of these things. 1, 2, 3, like fittings, AN fittings. What else do I have in here? A bunch of Subaru stuff. So I have the official, coolant passover pipe for the oil. For the oil cooler, for the coolant line. I have the elbow. I have 2 elbows. 2 elbows. I got extra. What do you want to call these? Like, the hell. Flywheel bolts. I have extra flywheel bolts. The first place I went to, they didn't have it in stock. The second place I went to, the first place I went to didn't have it in stock, but when they, I just ordered it because it was the first place, closest place. And then, contacted another dealership. They had it in stock, so I actually went down there and grabbed them up. So I have 2 sets. I'll just set that over to the side. I don't think I'll need those for at least a little bit. But like I said, I have these, and then I have a bunch of these these clamps, clamps for this here. So I don't ever have to touch them again. So the next thing I have is, listen, I know you guys have probably never heard this, but Evo Energy, they make all the AN lines that I've been using, and they're really good. So this is the AN fitting that I was telling you about for the fuel lines. And just so that you know, I will link this in the description below on what you guys will need. This is a 5/16, 6 AN to 5/16 line. I came out here earlier just to see if this would actually fit, and it fit like crazy, and it really made me mad. But the problem is that this quick disconnect part here, you can't really get your tool in to actually make it to disconnect it. So that's my only problem. Thankfully, this is a 6 AN, so I can actually take this off at this end without any issue. And I have 2 of those for in and return. And then I have this last one here. I'll show you exactly what we got. This is the in my last video I said this was an 8 AN line that a 10 AN line that I needed for the what do you want to call that, cylinder 4 cooling mod. It's actually an 8 AN, not a 10 AN, but I'll link that down in the description below. So if you do order a coolant mod, cylinder 4 cooling mod for your car, your STI or whatnot, I'm going off of what I have. So it's a 2011 STI. So you're gonna need a 45-degree angle and not a 90-degree angle that, that I got in the mail. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this bad boy up in the air. We're gonna get all of these coolant things done and the fuel hose like kind of cut. I think what I'm gonna do is actually like tuck it somewhere so that like you won't really see, probably like in here, something like that, so that you're really not gonna see too much of it, or it'll probably just come out. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna make it really nice, tucked away, hopefully, and we'll just go from there. So let me set the camera up somewhere, and we'll start to get to work. Let's get rocking. All right, everybody, so now that we do have the coolant, like there's this one coolant pipe. Oh yeah, there you go, you can see it perfectly. I got the 90-degree elbow here with the 2 new clamps. I got on this side, it's the same deal, like a new 90-degree or whatever thing that was. 2 new clamps, all ready to go. Everything tightened up, ready to go. And we're definitely gonna be moving on to the next part here. Everything is tightened up, so everything looks really good in here, and I'm very happy the way it came out. So the next thing we will be focusing on is the cylinder 4 cooling mod. So we're gonna let the car down, we're gonna get the pipe itself, and we're gonna start with that. So let's go. People, so yeah, it was a little bit more difficult to get into that space than I originally thought. Maybe without the starter in, it might have been a little bit easier, but probably not that much. But here's what we got. So I reused the spring clamps at the ends here. That T there, yeah, it was a little bit of a pain, just because the old lines that were here, they're kind of like ballooned out just a little bit, so that the clamps that they give you aren't really big enough. I actually had to get a bigger clamp for each of the front and back of the T. The bottom of the T was good just because it uses a regular 1/2-inch hose that's not ballooned or anything like that. It's not gotten any use, so it was brand new, so the clamps were good for that. But just keep that in mind whenever you're doing this cylinder 4 cooling mod. It was like I said before, it was a little bit difficult getting into there, but it's not really that big of a deal. So, all right, now on to the big business. We actually have to do, well, I actually have to do, finish up the lines here. So that should be fun. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do. Just like I said before, I might just like put one side back here. I don't know. Like they're already kind of like, they're kind of like moved in this direction anyway. So maybe I'll just I don't know, maybe I'll just put it here. The reason why I'm not using a fuel pressure regulator on this system is because it kind of already has on the you know, on the return. So I might as well just, you know, use the stock one and not really mess around with any of the lines if I don't have to. So I think I'm just gonna go with that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to go crazy, like trying to mess around with too much stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut and I'm gonna do these. Like I gotta put fittings on these at the ends of here. So you know, the ends over here on the quick disconnects, they're 6 AN lines. So what I'm gonna do is I have extra 6 AN fittings, and what I'm gonna do is just put an end on each of the 6 AN fittings, put these into place, and then we can lock everything down. So let's just get that done now, huh? Let's go. Okay people, so this is the end of the road for this video. So I got everything done that I really wanted to get done today, which was getting the fuel lines, getting the rest of the fuel lines run. It's not the prettiest, but I will say this, like I'm gonna tuck some of these things away, get everything tucked away so that like you don't really see them too much. I thought somebody was at my door. What else I'm gonna do? I have the coolant, you know, like whatever bypass valve thing that's underneath there. I got that done. I got, you know, like I said before, I got all my my fuel lines run. What else did I get done today? Yeah, I don't know. Like I just do these videos and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I am still waiting on, I did order a front mount for this. I did order a electronic boost controller. And I think that should finish off like what we actually have to do. Oh yeah, I got the coolant mod done. That's what I got done. So anyway, I got those 3 things done today. It is definitely something I really wanted to get done. So on the next video, hopefully my front mount should be here and we can actually start to do that. Yeah, so like I think the front mount is really the only thing that's kind of holding me up as of right now, just because I don't know which way the piping is gonna go or anything like that. So that's gonna hold me up, because after I figure out where everything is gonna kind of go, I'm gonna pull this freaking stupid line. This is really making me mad. Yeah, I need to pull that out. Anyway, yeah, so once I actually get the front mount intercooler, I can actually figure out what which way everything is gonna kind of run, and then I can kind of put everything back together. I might just put the radiator back in. Hopefully that won't be too much of an issue, like so I don't have to really worry about that too much. But I have no idea. It's been a while since I've done like a front mount on an STI, but I've never done one on this year STI. So I know I'm gonna have to pull the front bumper. I'm gonna have to make sure everything is good with that. I'm gonna have to do some trimming, which I'm not really excited about, but it is what it is. The electronic boost controller I will run, and hopefully like I can get some of these, you know, like I just have this line just kind of dangling right now. Like I really haven't really wanted to mess around with it too much. The AOS, so once I get the front mount on, the AOS should be able to go on, because now I'll know exactly what route I'm gonna take as far as getting the lines done. So, you know, we'll just go from there. I'm, you know, after some thinking about doing the AN line for the AOS, I think I'm gonna ditch that just because one, the AN line, it's gonna be an 8 AN line. That's the first thing. The second thing is that 8 AN line is a lot more expensive than 6 AN line. So I'm gonna ditch that and just go with like straight up silicone and a bunch of 90-degree elbows or whatever the case is that I need to actually run this thing. I do know that I'm gonna need to tap into the coolant passage some way, shape, or form. So the instructions say just to go off the one for the throttle body. So that's probably the one I'm gonna go with. So hopefully, I have this thing all broken down. Like this is the bottom of it. Like this is the coolant part. I'll show you here. This is the coolant plate here. So you know, coolant flows and it heats this thing up so that like there's no sludge or anything like that in the AOS. So it you know, it's not like any regular catch can. So which is really good. So like I said before, I have this all taken apart. I can actually like powder coat this or do whatever I need to do with it, and then I could, you know, start working on whatever I need to. So it came with a plate. It came with a plate for a top mount. So this is the plate for the top mount here. It goes off to the side. I don't think that I'm gonna really you know, use that plate. So it would go up in here somewhere, the AOS. So I don't know I don't know how I'm gonna run it, but actually it doesn't look that bad there. I just have to figure it out, because if you're doing a front mount with this thing, like there's a bracket that usually comes with it that's up here somewhere in this area. So I don't exactly know. So I have to figure it out. But as for right now, like I'm gonna, you know, take this all apart. Well, take the rest of it if there is anything to take else apart. I don't know. But I'll take the rest of this apart and start to powder coat it, and it will be the same color as the orange. I will do orange on this. So my thing is that like I ordered a front mount that's not it's like silver piping, so it's polished stainless, whatever you want to call it. So polished aluminum. I think what I will do is just keep that polished aluminum, not powder coat all those silver, because that'd be just redundant. It's already kind of a silver, so polished aluminum, whatever, it's the same thing. So I'll just keep it all polished aluminum, run all the piping, powder coat the AOS, the orange, same orange as this, and then yeah, tap into my hoses and do everything that I need to do. So hopefully within the next week or so, like I can actually get this bad boy going, because like I said at the beginning of the video, I gotta get the garage door worked on. So I gotta get this thing done. So wow, that's crazy. Like I'm just looking at the camera and this thing is like flickering like crazy. See? Yeah, there it is. Anyway, it's stupid stuff. So anyway, yeah, if you like this video, I got more coming for the STI, obviously. Just think about maybe try to give it a like, comment, maybe subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. I upload every 3 days, and I will have more on the STI really soon, hopefully. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. All right, deuces.